100,000 products with over 100 rooms, a whopping 25,000 square meters, housing thousands of new furniture, decor, and toy options, and more to inspire and help you create your dream home or office. Plus amazing features for the best shopping experience. So it all kicked off yesterday, and Orca is welcoming you home. Are you ready? See you there. Think home, think Orca.
And the Bobo app is finally in Ghana. Bobo app has the most affordable rides in Ghana right now. You can use Bobo app to order food, book airlines, and vacations. You can also use Bobo to request over 30 different services at home, all from your Bobo Super app. Invite 20 friends today to use Bobo app and share 200 CDs with them on the app. Bobo takes no commission from drivers, so drivers keep 100% of sales made. No other app offers this except Bobo. Download Bobo BOBO app from the Play Store and App Store now. Bobo, the app they be.
Just DB. Now, have you heard about the Orange Support Center? The Orange Support Center provides support to survivors of sexual and gender-based violence, including psychosocial support, legal support, and medical services where necessary. You can call the Orange Support Center on 0800 111 222. It's toll-free to all networks. So if you know anyone who's suffering from a difficult marital separation, or someone who is in an abusive relationship, or perhaps someone who needs to prevent child neglect, if you notice gender-based violence anywhere, or you see something, please say something, because you might be saving a life. So that's the good news. Victims of sexual and gender-based violence can now rely on UNFPA and the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection's Orange Support Center to support them. Call now 0800 111 222 to seek assistance, because there is no charge.
The 5th anniversary edition of the prestigious Ghana Energy Awards is here. The Energy Media Group, in partnership with GP Business Consulting, proudly presents yet another spectacular edition. Deserving companies and individuals will be honored in various categories of the awards under the auspices of the Ministry of Energy, its allied agencies, and the World Energy Council Ghana. The 2021 edition of the event is under the theme Digitalized Energy Sector, the key for a resilient economic future. It is happening live today, Friday, 19th of November, at the Labadi Beach Hotel. 6:30 p.m. is the time. Special guest of honor for the night is the Energy Minister, Dr. Matthew Opoku-Prempeh. Industry partners: Volta River Authority, Bui Power Authority, Ghana Gas Energy Commission, Miai Energy Technology, Sanon Asogli Power, Talo Ghana Public Utilities Regulatory Commission, GOIL, CBOD, AOMC, Copec Ghana, Hendan Transport and Logistics. Validation is done by Mazes Ghana Media Partners. You can also do that via email, info@GhanaEnergyAwards.com.
Now, Mama V, I don't know if you recall, there was a bit of confusion yesterday. We hosted Dr. John Kumah, the Deputy Finance Minister, here, and sought some clarification on how this new e-levy bank transfers. But what we didn't realize, that while we were speaking to the Deputy Finance Minister here and being told that it will include bank transfer, Charge of Finance, Charles Edu Boahin, was telling listeners on City FM that bank transfers will not be affected. Listen to both of them.
We've talked about electronic transactions. Banking transactions would be affected.
Will be affected, yes.
So if Multimedia is paying its wage bill, now they will have to pay a 1.75% tax on that transaction to send the money to our banks.
Yes, but it will not affect the workers who are receiving it.
It will affect
Multimedia.
First and foremost, let me clarify. Bank transfers are not included in this tax.
Yeah, so which is which?
We have the deputy finance minister, and then we have the Minister of State. Okay.
That's the finance ministry.
Well, there
work,
is confusion.
They both work at the same place. So if they don't know there at the finance ministry which transactions are covered, then where is it known? Who knows if they don't, right? And they were both quite sure of their positions, you know. So there is some concern here
Absolutely.
about exactly how much of this was planned, you know, across board with everyone involved in advance. The telcos say they knew nothing of this. They heard of it at the same time we did. So who was in on it? Who thought it through? Who planned it and decided on it and then put it in the budget for consideration of Parliament? Anyway, look, there's so much more in the budget for us to discuss. The Roads and Highways Minister had issued, and Parliament seeking to have that directive overturned through their own directive. It got messy, but in all of this, the only voice that matters is yours. So we want to know what you think about this. Give us a call. You know the numbers: 0302 216 541. Or you could try 055 1111 997. Your thoughts, your views on the budget. Call us. Let's talk about it. I mean, I know that on SMS break we talked about this whole thing to do with this road toll kerfuffle. Okay, but ultimately there was a certain objective of government, and the objective is to ease the burden on motorists of having to pay road tolls. When I'm going to Takoradi, for example, if I set off with my sister from her house in Community 25 or whatever, we end up paying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 road tolls.
Okay.
Yeah.
I pay it every day.
Yes, of course. To come to work, you have to go through people who live in Weija and all that, they have to pay every single day. Those who live in Tema. So yeah, it is a burden. But how much of the cost of 2022 is alleviated by the abolition of the road toll?
Good question.
What was the purpose of the road toll? What will replace it? There's still a lot to discuss when it comes to that.
And even the infrastructure that's sitting there, when we come back and we're discussing it,
yes,
we have to look at it
the
exactly,
booths?
because there's no security there. You can have any kind of person, come to create some more confusion there. So.
Yeah. Emmanuel is in Totime in the Volta region. Emmanuel, good morning.
Good morning, Johnson.
Yes, my boss.
Mama B, before.
Me follow how far?
Very cool. Mama B, my problem is that if I am a teacher and I have my mother in a village, before GS paid me, my salary will be taxed. And then when I take that salary too, and I want to send something to my mother too, that tax will be that money will also be taxed. Is it not a double taxing of my salary? Okay, secondly, is it not only last year that this government has introduced a lot of taxes because of COVID? COVID recovery levy is there. There are a lot of taxes that has been increased in the fuel center. So how much have they realized? And what do they use with those money? What are those monies used for? Before now, they want to tax our meager, Momo that I will want to send to my mother in the village. Once I'm sending it, they are taxing it. And not even anything. The network operators are even collecting 1%. Government want to collect 1.75%. I mean, it is worrying. It's going to burden us. We are already suffering. But this thing that we need to kick against it seriously, because this tax, in fact, is a killer tax. That's my point of view on this budget.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Thank you, Emmanuel. Oh, well, you heard him. Kromiashi. So tell us what you think, okay? How do you feel about the budget that was read? Ajiman Joseph is in Tema. Good morning, Ajiman Joseph.
Good morning. How's you doing? Well?
We're well, thank you.
It will be.
Yeah. So talk to us.
I think I will touch on the toll and the electronic tax as well.
Okay.
I think a lot of people are doing huge businesses that they are not paying tax to the government. Some of us who are being paid money, we are paying our tax over there. So those who are swerving the tax, I mean, if I'm to send 100 a day once a while to someone and I pay that little amount of money. I don't think that huge. But people are spending huge amount of money just because of doing business. And if you are doing business, you need to pay the tax for us to use to develop the country. So for one, I don't think it's too much for us. Secondly, the toll. I mean, traveling off the toll is not a good idea because this tax that you are taking from the electronics is for different purpose, and the toll is to develop our roads. So I think they should bring back the toll so that they will get money to develop. After taking the money, if they don't do it, then we, the voters, will advise ourselves. That's my take on that.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for sharing. Elvis is in East Legon. Of course, the numbers again, you can call us on 0302 216 541 or 055 1111 997. Hello, Elvis. Good morning.
Good morning. Actually, what's worrying me right now is taking off the levy on the toll booth and putting it on the Momo is something uncalled for. It's unfair. If we all know that the levy at the toll booth goes to road and highways for development in terms of roads, it should be there. If you don't, they shouldn't take it from there and put it on the Momo. Momo goes with all kinds of people with different ages. For instance, me, I am not having a car, or somebody's not having a car. Yet you take a tax from somebody, car users levy, to put it on top of somebody who is not having a car. It doesn't. That is why ordinary somebody is worried, and he will not stop talking about this particular issue. They should look at it a second time, please. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing, Ben in Adenta. Now, let's be clear. The road tolls, by law, are supposed to be used for road maintenance. What we're learning about the e-levy is that part of it will be used for road infrastructure. So there's also a need for some clarity there whether that will include maintenance. All right, Ben is in Adenta. Hi, Ben. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
I'm very well, thank you. Thanks for calling. So, what are your thoughts about the budget?
The budget that they read, they're removing the road tolls. It is the right thing to do. And I support the government 100% on that. What we're going to do is now to move to demolish all those structures because we don't need them, because another government may come and reintroduce it, or this same government, because they removed the benchmark value or whatever they called it. When they came, they were actually, rewarding people as Abusi Okai with that benchmark thing that they removed, and now they reintroduced it. So they can wake up tomorrow and still come and reintroduce the toll. So what I want them to do, if indeed they mean this, they should demolish all the toll booths, because we don't need those toll booths. As they say, you can always get money from the e-levy or whatever to be able to cater for that. We are told that these people are the most intelligent. Joy FM even did documentary about Bawumia from Tamale Secondary School to wherever, telling us he was intelligent, Bank of Ghana here and there. Who is in charge of our economy? Bawumia said that we are not going, or they are not going to tax Momo transactions or any electronic transaction, because it's for mostly people send money to the poor people, or poor people do transactions on them because they don't have bank accounts. Now, what I want to find out, because even now, you don't even know what is what. One minister is saying this, another minister in the same office is saying a different thing. Don't they have all these fine details in the budget? Do they really think about these things before they are telling us? Are they going to tax all electronic transactions, ATM transactions, because it's not electronic? I want to know so that I can go and queue in the bank and pay. No one is saying we shouldn't pay taxes. We should pay taxes. Well, why am I going to pay 1.75? Why? That is too high. I mean, even the telcos are shortchanging us with the kinds of charges. If you go anywhere in the world, nobody charges us like the telcos here. You are paying 1% on transactions. The cap is at 10 cedis. I mean, but many people do the lower transactions. Instead of tackling that, telling them to reduce it, the government is now introducing tax. And as Professor Bobkin says, this is a very lazy approach. Instead of taxing artisans, masons, I construction site, the BNI, what are they doing in the office? National Security. Can't they go around Ghana? Can't everybody be registered in Ghana to pay taxes so that I am paying tax because I receive my salary? Somebody else is missing. Some of them make as much as 3,000, 4,000 cedis a month. Nobody's taxing them. And the only thing they can think about is about the digitalization thing, where they just sit down with a lazy approach. We are paying these people. Ministers oftentimes travel abroad. I wonder what they go and do in those countries. Sit down and think. They can't think. You are in air condition. We pay you. We fuel everything. Free accommodation. Even their wives go to America to deliver because they want their children to be American citizens. Why can't they think? And they would just want to let the electronic transactions rather be affected. Because for me, what I will do, even now as I'm talking to you, I don't usually do these Momo transactions because the charges are too high. I prefer to carry cash, and that is my way of doing it. And now you are going to force me now. The small transactions I do when I say 1,000 Ghana, 2,000 Ghana, I am not going to do it anymore. I will now be carrying cash. And
all right, Ben. Thank you. I'm so sorry, but we need to make time for other callers as well. You've made several points there. Thank you very much. Gennaro is in Accra. Hi, Gennaro. Good morning.
Good morning, Kojo.
Thanks for calling us.
Thank you for this opportunity where people can call in and voice out. But sometimes I have a feeling that our leaders don't even care. They don't even listen. Even if they do listen, that they don't care. See, look at what is happening. I mean, you said a short while ago that you interviewed the Deputy Finance Minister on your network. On another network just about the same time, the Minister of State and the Finance was also talking. And there were two contradictory things. That is most bizarre because, you see, these are the people who are managing the economy. And if for this very simple thing, they don't seem to agree or they don't seem to know what is happening. It's so strange. You wonder whether they are really still out and planning. And recently, the president went to Cape Coast on his thank you tour. And then the issue of the, what do you call it, the Cape Coast Harbor. And then blah, 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 after that, he said that, well, even if it's in the manifesto, they have to rethink it. So I'm asking myself, when they were putting together the manifesto, did they really think through it? Or they just put in something just to hoodwink people? Now, let me go to the issue of the road toll. I am very incensed, when I see these roads. If by law, the road tolls are supposed to be used to maintain the road, then we need to ask some questions. For instance, I use the Adenta Oyibi road, and I've been using it for over a decade. During that period, the road has gotten worse, with very bad potholes, no illumination at night, never mind the extremely heavy vehicular traffic, because of the fact that they have been collecting road tolls for God knows how long. You see, so it is so annoying to drive on such a road and pay tolls when the toll booth itself is situated in the midst of very bad potholes. One will ask, what is the essence of paying the toll? Yes, as citizens, we want to pay our tolls. We want to pay our taxes. But if you pay taxes and tolls and you don't see the point, then what is the point? All right? Now, just one more minute and I'll be done. I think our leaders have been taking us for granted for far too long. For the last 3 consecutive years, has put it in his budget to dualize that route. And they have failed to deliver. And they have not even had the decency to obstruct the people who put it and those who live and fly on that route. What kind of country are we building? Kojo, thank you very much.
Thank you, Gennaro. Thank you so much for calling. Papa Bisu, good morning.
My main man, my brother.
My bro, Charlie, how are
you? Come on, show, Kojo. Come on, Kojo. I told you. I listen. You talk on what do you call it? Trying to go on demonstration because of what do you call it? Salaries not reaching their what do you call it? You understand me? The market women too are complaining. Meanwhile, this very government and its appointees, they are rather saying everything is cool. Everything is not cool. And to be frank with you, I thank God that we have Speaker Honorable Bagbin as a Speaker of Parliament. Are you seeing the mess going on? Are you seeing the mess going on? And when it's trying to correct this mess, Chemesa Bosu, the majority leader, telling lies. Telling lies. What is that? Why? You see, the same thing applies to the the old voters register. Chemesa Bosu said that the 60 million people on the voters register is too much and it's bloated and things like that. He's expecting 10 million people. Do you remember those days? We wasted our money getting new voters register, money that could be used for so many other things. And what did we get? 17 million people. Is that also bloated? So these are the people that are ruling us.
Right. Well, I mean, I prefer that you suggest untruths rather than lies. Yeah. Every time I say it, it surprises me. But yes, we prefer that you say untruths, okay, and not lies. Thank you for sharing. And let's talk to Jari in Damfa. Jari, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Kojo. I hope all is well.
God is in control. Yes, is
that true? Please let me crave your indulgence to use your platform, to wish Madame Lydia Akwete, who is the municipal coordinator of the Grafton South Municipal Assembly in Ebwe, a belated happy birthday.
There you
go. And Kojo, quickly, let me say that this particular budget that was read by the finance minister, I think 3 days ago, to me, has, I'll describe it as the, best budget ever that I've seen, per the various budgets that have been read in Parliament. Because looking at the things that were, stated in the budget, you could see that the most sagest people of all time sat down to, draft this particular budget. Could you, with the how do they call it, electronic charges that they are bringing?
E-levy.
E-levy. Some people are saying that it is going to increase their charges on mobile money and those mobile banking apps. But already, we all know that the banks, some of the banks, not all, I am dealing with Car Bank and they don't deduct. Some of the banks already deduct and we pay. So if you are going to, go to the bank to withdraw your money, already you take vehicle to the bank, you go and join a very long queue. At the end of the day, you still pay the charges. So why not, out of your own convenience, decide to, as it were, use the mobile banking? Then the law that you would have paid, then the government says, let us deduct that one and use it to construct the deplorable rules that we all, apply in this country. But I don't get it. Sometimes when we are saying that there should be a paradigm shift and the change is also coming, people will resist. Because look at the kind of people, the people who are saying that, who are grumbling that government is closing down those toll booths, and at the end of the day, government is saying that they shouldn't sell, they shouldn't also get money. Could you, all of us should look in the face of our people, our brothers, and tell them the truth. These toll booths, is it really safe for the people to even sell there in the first place, even if the toll booths are supposed to be in existence? Is it fair, or is it safe, rather, for them to be there? It is not. So all of us are saying, if you go to Rwanda, laws are working. If you go to this place, laws are working. Sometimes we'll be doing comparisons. But when the changes are also coming, then Ghanaians will be resistant. So I ask myself, do we really need the changes, or we just talk about, changes that are supposed to happen, but when the changes are rather coming, then we don't need them. So for me, this budget, as I said, has already concentrated on the youth as well. And I believe fervently that the government, at the end of the day, will not also take the money and just not do the right thing that they are supposed to use the money for. So if they will fulfill their part of the contract, the social contract theory, I'll give my money to you. You use the money judiciously to do what you are supposed to use the money for. Kojo, I don't think there is any wahala. But finally, please, before I go, let me use your platform to send a very simple message to Samson, your lawyer, Samson Lai Aini. There's this program on Joy News. I've forgotten that it's about law.
It's called the law.
They have it. Yes, legal something.
It's called the law.
Okay.
And I've been following it on YouTube. I've also been following it on the Joy News channel. But usually when it is time for him to receive calls, he doesn't mention the numbers. And Kojo, I am a visually impaired person monitoring the program. Usually I would want to call to, as it were, have my say or express my opinion. But because he doesn't mention the numbers, I become crippled in terms of calling. So I'm just, sending this message to him that he should convey the message to him.
Thank you for that. That's very important feedback. We'll certainly pass that on. That's actually something to think about whenever we're opening phone lines on TV for the visually impaired, like Mr. Ejari. Kwame is in Obuasi. Hi, Kwame. Good morning.
Hello, Kojo.
Yes, sir. I'll be.
Cool.
Nice.
Kojo, I'm very concerned. There's this big, fat lie. In fact, an intelligent lie going on, whereby they say, oh, Ghana is what it is because we don't pay taxes. Ghana is this and that, we don't pay taxes. We don't like paying taxes. Yes, it is true. On paper, we don't pay taxes. A lot of people evade taxes, income taxes. Okay? But we are in a country where close to 50% of your fuel is full of taxes. The world's most powerful nation, America, they don't have those taxes on their fuel. So our fuel is almost twice theirs. So let's say you're a taxi driver. That will be 400 cedis. That 400 cedis, close to 200 cedis has been paid as taxes. Ask the taxi drivers, how much do they make as profit on it? That is almost about 20%. Isn't it the same as income taxes? So why do they keep this lie, this chicken and egg theory that we don't pay taxes and that is why this? If you pay taxes, things will be well. Meanwhile, when you get the taxes, the small money that you get, I mean, sensible things like using $25 million to go and play a $4 million prize money tournament. Using $25 million to go and play a tournament that you can never win until this planet is destroyed. Called the World Cup. That is what you use your money for when you get it. You get it. So they should stop this lie. It makes my blood boil. It makes my blood boil, honestly. They should stop this lie. And use the money that we get wisely.
Kwame Bo. I beg. Fire Kowechi. Right. Thank you for calling us. Thanks to all of you who have called us, actually. Some really interesting insights there.
Yeah. We have some messages on Twitter at Kwejo_Amponsa says, I see lots of criticism, but few to no concrete measures being suggested as to how government can raise funds for 2022 expenditure. Can we discuss the other alternatives? My suggestion, maintain road tolls, reduce e-levy to 1%. Hashtag JoySMS. At Tavi_Henry says the fact is the road minister erred and must accept and render unqualified apology to the people of Ghana. The minister must be held responsible for causing financial loss to the state for suspending all road tolls in Ghana. At Doc_Lai says having fuel prices high and increasing tax on Momo whilst abolishing road tolls as a compensatory measure is like giving a hungry whale a tic-tac in hopeless hope that its burden of hunger will subside. That will doubtless remain hungry and its burden heavy still. At Prince Marcos LFC says increment of fuel prices and introduction of e-levy means increment of prices of goods and services. We are to expect vendors to increase the prices of their product. Charges of fees for passport, birth cert, NHIS, and others will also increase soon. Ghana for you. Semao at okay, I hope I got that right. Apologies if I didn't. Says the 2020 budget, this is supposed to be the 2022 budget, shows government is not prudent in managing scarce resources, has no clue of improving efficiency with current structures, and looking for new ways to generate more revenue for profligate spending. Gausu at 8 Gausu says the key word in the minister's statement is cessation and not suspension. In any case, when will the suspension end? The language of a minister should not be like that of a serial caller. Mistake is what makes us human. At TB_Henry, I think I've read this one. Sir Wom says, so basically if you earn 1,200 in a month and you send your mom 200 one Saturday morning, the government considers you to be rich. This you will be taxed. However, if you earn 5,000 a month but you limit your Momo usage to 80 Ghana cedis a day, you are a poor person, thus no Momo tax. Keep your messages coming through with a hashtag JoySMS. Mr. Jerry, so let me give you the number so that you can save it, and anytime Samson is on and you want to call when he opens the phone lines, then you can call 0302 211 6912. That's the number to call when television opens the phone lines. Please skip it, but we're going to give him the feedback
for the Joy News channel.
Exactly.
Yeah, 0302
211 691 or 2.
Okay. Yes, because someone was talking about people paying taxes and all of that. You see, the thing is that when we say a lot of people do not pay taxes, it doesn't mean that when you go and buy things that you have a VAT on it and petroleum products, there are taxes. These are indirect taxes, so you will pay. Mm-hmm. What government is talking about is that income tax, so based on your earnings. Mm-hmm. Okay, so apart from all the things you've bought, let's say I give you 2,000 Ghana cedis for a service you've provided for me. Mm-hmm. Now you're supposed to pay tax on those earnings. That's where the problem is, because for those of us within the formal space, even within the private sector, where we are paid monthly, the deductions are made and paid to government.
Yeah.
But there are others where the deductions are not made. And that's why when we started the conversation, I was talking about not solving an income tax problem with an indirect tax. So that's where the challenge is. So we're saying that when it comes to the income taxes, a lot of people earn money but do not pay.
And you will note, like Winston said, that the government hasn't found a solution to that. That remains a problem. Mm-hmm. In spite of this, there will still be people who should be paying tax who are not paying. About 80%, according to their own statistics, of all commercial citizens do not pay income tax, direct taxes. Okay, so this will not solve that problem. It will not. Anyway, let me very quickly go through what the e-levy is to be spent on. It's not only to be spent on roads. It's to be spent on entrepreneurship, youth employment, cyber security, digital and road infrastructure. So it's not only road, digital and road infrastructure, and public transport. Those are the items that the 6 billion odd that they intend to get from this, 6.8 billion that they intend to get from this levy. That's what they will spend it on. Okay.
Just the last one on the toll booths, those infrastructure that we've let sitting there. Just to remind all of us that we've had incidents in this country where some people would mount checkpoints just to rob travelers. If we have these structures sitting there, we can have anybody just come to occupy it and have vehicles slow down so they can carry out whatever bad intentions that they have. We need to draw the ministry's attention. We can have the toll booths sitting there with no security persons manning them.
That's a very important safety issue that needs to be addressed. Thanks for that. Thanks to all of you who called us. We appreciate it very much. Stay with us. There's more on the Super Morning Show. Some friends of ours are coming by. You don't want to miss what they have to say. Stay tuned.
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the